Comments over the weekend by U.S. President Donald Trump did not bode well for efforts by Nippon Steel to take over its rival, U.S. Steel. Trump said in the Japan-U.S. summit on Friday that it would be okay for Nippon Steel to invest heavily in U.S. Steel. But on Sunday, he said it would not be allowed to take a majority stake, possibly killing the plan to make the U.S. firm a 100% owned subsidiary. Trump's comments suggest he will not overturn the decision by former President Joe Biden to block the takeover. The Japanese company first announced the plan in December 2023 to acquire all of U.S. Steel's shares for around $14 billion.
I don't mind an investment in a company, but especially U.S. Steel. U.S. Steel for 15 years was the greatest company in the world, the greatest #1 company in the world. And I'm not going to let another country buy.
Nippon Steel said it couldn't comment because it wasn't sure exactly what Trump had said about a majority stake. Trump said in a news conference on Friday he would meet with Nippon Steel's head this week to clarify the details. But the company says the White House has not reached out to set a date for a meeting. Nippon Steel says Chairman and CEO Hashimoto Eiji is ready to fly to Washington if he is invited. Yuko Fukushima joins us now for what to make of Trump's comments. So, Yuko, what does this latest development mean for the Japanese side?
Yes, the development emerged after the Japan-U.S. summit when U.S. President Trump called Nippon Steel's initiative an investment and not a purchase. Now, that got some thinking that maybe Nippon Steel could pull a rabbit out of a hat, whatever term is used to describe it. But Nippon Steel's chances then seemed to crumble as a majority stake was taken off the table. Yet, observers say there are some positive aspects here. Shibata Ryunosuke at SBI Securities says there may still be an opportunity to get a big foothold in the U.S. market. It's expected to have the most future demand for steel among all developed countries. But he says the downside is all the uncertainty over what kind of investment Trump has in mind. Nippon Steel wants to boost its competitiveness in the U.S. by providing its closely held state-of-the-art technology to the U.S. firm. If Nippon Steel does not make U.S. Steel a full subsidiary, it would be difficult to share the technology due to fears of a leak. Another person with deep insights into Japan-U.S. relations says nothing much has changed since power changed hands in the U.S.
I don't think the situation is very different from the Biden era. Remember, Trump says no to a majority buyout, and Biden said no to a buyout, but he never said no to a minority investment. So in that sense, nothing has really changed. Now, the devil is in the details, so it depends on what kind of investment. But most importantly, is this an investment that will lead to a future buyout, or is the probability of buyout completely zero, down the road? That makes a big difference for Nippon Steel.
Kraft says the nature of the investment will be the key topic between Nippon Steel's chairman and President Trump if they meet.
Then the question is, what value does Nippon Steel have in investing in the company and giving technology when it can never take a management stake or management control? So the whole premise of the investment changes. And I think that's what Nippon Steel and Trump will discuss in the following days or weeks whenever they meet.
So it's still really hard to know how this deal will play out.
That's right, but we should know more once President Trump meets Nippon Steel's chairman. And keep in mind, this isn't the only steel industry news right now. And Trump said over the weekend that he is imposing additional tariffs.